speech at home, so keep an eye on the clock and I'll be over. Let me take you back. Good to see you all here today. Let me take you back. This is about 5 years, I think, before I became aware of Good News Garage. And I had a car, and I thought about donating it. And of course, even in those days, you could get a tax deduction if you donated a car. But I called up one organization, which I will not name, but they happen to have some offices locally. And I said, well, I just want to find out about donating. I said, where can I bring my car? And they said, oh, no. He said, we'll send the wrecker out and pick it up and take it. I said, no, the car drives fine. All I got to do is to drop it off someplace and I'll take the plates off. No, that's not the way we do business. Well, that was a brief conversation because at that point I thought, what in the world is this? I mean, why are they wasting the money to pay somebody to come out and pick up a car that it could be driven to wherever it had to go? And that also made me wonder what happened to that car after it got there. Well, when I heard about Good News Garage, I saw that they do business very, very differently than most of the other organizations because they are using those automobiles to the extent that they can, and admittedly, occasionally there's one that just isn't worth fixing up, but by and large they're using those to put into good drivable condition and then provide them to people who really need the transportation and where that makes a whole difference in their lives. Whether it's a matter of getting to work, whether it's a matter of having to perhaps get someplace to take care of some relative or or whatever it may be. And I can think of a few years ago when we were talking, I sort of compared Good News Garage as being the automotive version of Habitat for Humanity, because I was involved doing a lot of work volunteering for Habitat for Humanity here in the Hartford area for a number of years. And one of the things they talked about was, this is providing homes for people, and they referred to it as a hand up, not a hand out. And Good News Garage is doing the same kind of thing, not with houses, but with providing an automobile for some good, sound, safe transportation for people who need it and where it makes a big difference in their life. So it so happened the next time I was around to donating a car, I did the other car, I found another way to do it actually through a local church that I came across with. By then I had heard of Good News Garage, and that's how I wound up giving that car. It probably wasn't the sharpest car they ever got, but I guess it did turn into that. There's another thing about talking about tax donations, and perhaps all of you are aware of this, but for the one or two who may not be, you give your car to an organization where basically they take it and wholesale the thing off, or they maybe junk it for all you know. They wind up in the junkyard after that. The tax donation you have is based upon what they got for that. So if they got, net $100 for the car, that's your tax donation. When you have an organization where they use the car either directly in their own business or where they are donating it as Good News Garage does, you can take the book value of that car, and that usually is going to be substantially more. So there's a real benefit. And not that we do this solely for the tax deduction. Yeah, tax deductions are nice. I think most of us are doing this because we feel we have a car that we want to dispose of. We say, here is a way where I can really maximize the value of this to somebody else rather than maybe trading it in or doing something else with it. I can make a gift of this that's going to make a major difference in somebody else's life. And I think that's what encourages people to deal with Good News Garage, and I hope that as Good News Garage expands and gets even better known in future years, we're going to see more and more of this. So it's been a pleasure talking to you this afternoon, and I hope to have a chance to chat with some of you as we go on with the rest of the afternoon. And I hope I got through in an adequate time.